Hello peeps, this is Bells from Luke's Media. Today what I want to talk about is which is the most important skill or capability that we need in order to live a successful and prosperous life. When we think of it, things like hard work, perseverance, motivation comes to our life. The ability or the quality which is most required for living a successful life, a life of meaning and happiness, is the ability to enjoy the process. Let me say it again, the ability to enjoy the process of work and life and anything else that you like to include it in. Let me explain it how. Life is a marathon, not a sprint. So things like motivation, white knuckling it, grit, determination, they are not long-term solutions. They are good. They help you for a short while. They are useful to put you on track. But when you want to go 10, 20, 30, 50 years, then hard work is not the answer. Then you need to develop a rhythm. Then you need to enjoy and have pleasure. What you do should be so pleasurable that if you give it up, your life should lose meaning. It should not be physically possible for you to give up what you are doing. It should be so pleasurable that it should define your life, and only then can you stick to it for 50 years or 10 years, whatever the number of years is. And that is what we mean by successful and purposeful life. The process of living life itself should be enjoyable. Look at this picture. A normal person work, and then in the end there is some success, some happiness. uh, how can you live a life where the success or the happiness is 10 years away from you? Some people even dream of retiring one day at the age of 65 and living a happy life. What is the point of being happy at the age of 65 when most of your life is already behind you? I want to live a life where the entire process is happiness, and then you reach a state, a place which is even more happy, and then you continue forward. It is a long, pleasurable journey. Now, you must be thinking, am I talking about do what you love thing? Do what you love and you'll... not exactly. There is a problem with do what you love, because it does not work always. The problem with do what you love is, what if you love painting? The career of painting is not just the act of painting. A painter is required to paint, but he is also required to hold meetings with people, sell his work, networking, marketing, socializing, meeting clients, getting rejected by clients, begging for money from his friends, and all this. So if there are 10 activities or 20 activities in the career of a painter, an artist, and 19 activities out of those 20 activities you don't enjoy, how can you have an enjoyable life based on your passion that happens to be drawing or painting or whatever? That is the reason because of which, when most of the people convert their hobby into their career, they stop being excited about it. If a person is excited about computer programming and he joins a firm, a hardware software development firm, and he has a boss nagging at him and grueling hours and deadlines, and suddenly his passion for software is not at the level at it was before when it was his hobby. So here are some of my techniques that we can use to enjoy the process of life. The first is small goals, small achievable goals. If the happiness that you have in your mind is 10 years away, do you think you will be able to work for 10 long years to reach that point? The chances are, most often, you will lose steam. You will lose your ambition. You need something to feed on every day, every hour, So you should divide your work and whatever you are working towards in small achievable goals that you can achieve in a matter of a day or a week. Furthermore, make them visual. Print them in front of you. Put a check mark on them every day. So it is a list in front of you, the list of your successes, what you have achieved. It is visual, it is there, it is real, it is practical, it is pragmatic. It is not a dream 100 years in the future, 10 years in the future. It is happening right now. You are living it. You are successful today. You can start something now and achieve your first goal 1 hour later or 10 minutes later. There is no binding rule that you have to be successful in 10 years. You can be successful after 10 minutes. And that is what will feed your passion. The next thing is, take out time to enjoy what you have achieved. If your aim is to lose 50 pounds and you have lost 5 pounds, take out time to stand in front of a mirror and look at yourself. Admire yourself. Appreciate yourself. Tell yourself how better looking you are now as compared to yesterday or week before. It will get imprinted in your brain. Your brain will release dopamine. It will become easier for you to do more of the same in future. Appreciate yourself. The next thing is visualize about future. I know, it seems very mundane, very childish, but let me tell you, when you think about, visualize about a place that you want to be, a body that you want to have, a business that you want to have, your brain, your mind does not know the difference between reality and the fiction that you have created them. Once that fiction, that idea, that visualization is created, it is replaced by the actual image that your brain holds now of you. And when your brain believes in that, it becomes easy for your brain to travel from this point to that point. It is more inclined, it is more hardwired to travel to become that beautiful image that you have fed to it. Your brain becomes not at ease with living where you are now, because your brain has accepted that you are better than that. Your brain has already reached at the next level because you have visualized so vividly to it. So feed your brain the image, the success that you want to achieve, and your brain will reach there before you, and your body will drag itself forward. It is very important. The fourth thing that I'll like to point out is, connect your work and your life and your passion to money. You must have heard of people who hated their job but worked on it for years and years. They could not quit because their livelihoods depended on it. Now, what if you enjoy your work and that work is giving you some money? How difficult it would be to lose your passion, because now you are getting money out of it. What if you have a YouTube channel and the money from that channel, you use that money to buy good equipment, and your videos and your content becomes better and more written and more input into your system. This creates a cycle of success. One part of the cycle is feeding the other part of the cycle, and the spiral grows upward. So connect it with finances and money. People who think that they can work forever for free are fools. Be real. The next thing is, get appreciated for your work. We are social animal. We need social approval. We want our peers and friends and near and dear ones to appreciate what we do. Get to those people who appreciate what you do and make it known to them. If you post your picture on Facebook where you have lost 30 pounds, how difficult it would be to fall back to your old eating habits. If you become known for a knowledgeable person who read books or a person who know a lot about computers, how difficult it would be to fall back to old patterns. The appreciation of people will stop you from going backward. The sixth point is micro innovations. Now, people like Elon Musk, have created new genres. They have brought back, like he has brought back electric car to the mainstream again. You and me, mere mortals, may not reach that level of innovation in our lifetime, but what we can do is innovate and create on daily basis, inch by inch, one thread at a time. And whenever someone tells you, wow, how did you do it? That is the point when you know that you did something that a normal person does not know how can be done. That is the time that you know that you have achieved something. Furthermore, all the people who have done great things, they didn't do it in 1 hour. In fact, they were innovating every hour of their life, every day of their life, and 10 years down the road, to an untrained person, it all seemed like one giant big revolution, which is not the case. If you work on something and improve it a tiny bit every day, every week, every month, 10 years down the road, to any person, it would look like one giant big innovation, creativity, or a stroke of genius. Whereas, like any cloth or any material, it has been woven one thread at a time. So micro innovation, small steps of creativity, and when you create something, it is something godlike. You feel good. Remember, creating is godlike. You feel good. It feeds your passion. Moving on. Have you ever thought of working on something, but then 10 years or 5 years working in a dark basement in your corner, how big a price it seems like? Working on something for 5-10 years, and you feel like there is a lot going on outside that you are missing. You are paying a huge price for being in your black dark corner. You don't have to do this. Make your work and your passion social. Create social structure around it. Nowadays, it is very easy. You can create YouTube channel. You can create Facebook pages. The musicians, they always play music in bands. Computer programmers nowadays, they don't sit in their basement and nerd out all day long. They sit in cafes where they can chat, have fun, discuss ideas, and socialize also, and also improve their work. So you don't have to sit in one dark corner and eke it out. Create a social structure around it so that your fun and your work and your passion and your life becomes one. They do not have to be in watertight separate compartments. When you are working, you are not socializing or not having fun, and vice versa. It should not be like that. The next important thing is share with your fruit with others. If you have done something, let others have the benefits. If you are good at computers, fix somebody computers. If you are good at drawing, draw something for free for someone. Once again, to give without the need for a payback is godlike. It makes us feel good. This is in us. To give back to the society, to the community, especially to people who are close to you, it will make you feel alive. You will feel more human. You will feel more happy. So share your fruit with people, and furthermore, get their input and get them involved in this process. Let them have this process. Whatever you have created, let them have a piece of the pie. Make them believe that they are part of this success. Okay. The last point that I have, and that I'll not explain much, is remember one thing. Your life does not end the day you die. Just like your life never began the day you were born. So thank you very much. I hope this was helpful to you, and I hope that we get in touch soon.